Be in movie theater with QT date. Doesn't know about my random OCD. I usually can resist compulsions. Not today, though. We enter movie theater. I feel compulsion to scream fire 7 times extremely loud. Hold it in for 30 minutes into the movie. She says something involving the word 7. This triggers me. I start screaming. You can guess the rest of the story. She turns bright red and leaves without saying anything. No one in the theater believed there was a fire. Everyone's staring at me. I start walking out of the theater. Movie theater staff guy is following me. I start running. As I run out of the door to the theater, I get blindside tackled by security guard. Knocked unconscious. I go to hospital. Am handcuffed to the bed. Forced to go through psych eval. It hurts to relive these memories. Be in Gander Mountain, browsing their merchandise. Mostly FUD guns and revolvers. See they have a brand new PX4. Been eyeing one online. Ask to handle it. They hand me the gun. Guy staring at me. Makes me anxious. OCD triggered. Feel sudden urge to drop the gun. Guy looks at me weird. Can't hold back. Drop gun against hard floor. Guy literally just watched me purposefully drop it on the floor. He looks at me like I'm insane. I say sorry and get anxious. Go to grab the gun from the floor. Compulsion comes back. Pick it up. He reaches out his hand to get it from me. I can't help myself. I drop it again. He gets angry and tells me not to touch the gun again. He comes from over the counter and grabs the gun. I say sorry and try to leave as quick as possible. The dude pointed at me as I walked away and was talking to who I think was his manager. Manager yells at me to get back over here. I stop and think what I'm going to do. He starts walking over. I say sorry again. I freak out and walk fast out the door. Brisk jog back to my truck. Drive home. Contemplate suicide. Here's a weirder one. Be working in garage on my Mini 14 after incident-free day at range. Lubricating and cleaning with jumbo things of hops. See that my Mini 14 has traces of rust from me waiting too long to clean it. Get frustrated, and this somehow turns into a sudden compulsion to masturbate. With hops. I really don't want to. My family is coming over for dinner and I literally have no time. I literally cannot resist the compulsion because of overwhelming stress from that thought. I smear hops on my dick. Start jerking off in the garage as quick as I possibly can. It starts to burn. Intensely. Penis tip is pulsating with pain. Can't come so compulsion won't go away. Literally jerk myself off till my dick is numb to the burn and I come. This took like an hour. Whole family asks why I smelled like chemicals at dinner. Freaks me out, then I go to bathroom, compulsively wash my dick off. Literally bloody chemical burned dick. Took a month to heal. And after this incident repeated itself the following month, start realizing I am psychotic and need help. Get put on antipsychotics. They help tremendously. No more obsessive thoughts. My face when I could have fixed this before it started ruining my life. My face when I have no face. This one is the one that scares the fuck out of me. Really bad OCD attacks all day that I've been pushing through. It is stressing me the fuck out. I have compulsion to go buy this random revolver I saw advertised in a magazine that I had stuck in my head. I didn't even want it. I hate revolvers. I just felt compelled to purchase it. Dread this because I was trying to save money up for the Mini 14 I eventually purchased. Walk into gun store, ask clerk for the model, and immediately start paperwork to get it and give him my credit card. This whole situation is freaking me out because I really don't want to be buying this fucking thing, but I have to. I finish paperwork and walk out with a gun. I don't even have ammo for it. Go back in and buy cheap .38 for it. No relief from obsessive thoughts. On way home, I have sudden panic attack because the thought I need to play Russian roulette while driving down the road. In my car, and cannot control the urge to load gun. I say fuck it and compulsively load the revolver with 2 rounds. You'll see why. Wait till I get to a red light. Obsession with number 2 at the time. I hold gun to my head and pull twice extremely fast while clenching my head muscles for impact. People in car next to me are literally watching me. It's a family and they're trying to yell at me through the window. I'm shooting bricks and roll my window up. I realize I'm not dead and am in shock. I can't drive home yet. I pull car over and throw gun into creek bed off the side of the highway. I shakily drive rest of the way home. I don't sleep that night. Or that week. Be young me. Be in grocery store with mom. That day I had failed the test in school and was stressed out about telling my mom. Stress triggers my OCD bad. Mom tells me to go get pears. I grab a bag for the pears. Sudden compulsion to throw something. It had to be a pair. I try to resist. It's no use. I wait for what I thought was no one was watching, and grab the biggest pair. Throw it as hard as I can across a grocery store. Hear it hit the ceiling, then splatter on the ground in an aisle across from produce. The whole time my mom was watching. She asked me why I did it. I told her, because I had to. She took me to the therapist the next day. Be 18th birthday. Be hanging with few friends at my house after my parents left for the weekend. We decide to get drunk off everything in the liquor cabinet. Whenever I get high or drunk, I become even more impulsive. Friends are chilling in basement playing Smash Bros. Friend says something about me constantly counting numbers off under my breath. This triggers me. I take the bottle of liquor and have an urge to smash it onto his head. It didn't even break. Sickening sound. Whole entire group of friends stares at me in horror. I say sorry 1,000,000 times. Tell me I need help. They grab the guy who I hit in the head and help him stumble out of the house as I yell for them to stay. They drive him to a hospital. I text them 1,000,000 times for the next few days. None of them ever respond. Last time I ever saw them. I don't drink anymore. B16. Father takes me shooting. Mom warns him about my OCD, but he shrugs it off. I didn't see my dad much. We go to a local indoor range. He brings his Glock. He gives me basic lessons in safety things. Seeing my dad and the pressure to impress him made me super anxious. Shoot at paper target. He brings it in and tells me how I should adjust my stance. See a guy next to me accidentally shoot the floor, and the range staff comes in and gives him shit. My dad says, "What a fucking idiot," really loudly. Have sudden impulse to shoot at the floor. My dad puts up fresh target and sends it out on the range. He tells me to aim at center mass. I can't help myself and just shoot straight into the floor. He looks at me in shock. Range staff comes in and starts yelling at him. He talks to them and tells me, "It's okay, accidents happen, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot." Noticeably angered, but he is trying to keep cool. He tells me to try again, and I tell him I can't. He says we need to finish the rest of the ammo he bought. I tell him I can't. He asks why. Too embarrassed to tell him why. He hands me the gun back and helps me set up my stance. He takes a step back. I cringe hard because I know what's about to happen. I shoot again into the ground directly in front of me. He grabs me on the shoulder hard and looks me in the eyes. "Why are you doing this?" I am speechless. Range stuff comes in and tells us to pack up our shit and leave. He grabs the gun and quickly throws everything in the range bag. He walks out there fast ahead of me, and I just follow behind him. We get into his truck. He stares at me blankly for a few seconds. Starts the car. The whole ride home was dead silent except when I compulsively started counting under my breath. He drops me off at home and tells my mother, "I am psychotic and dangerous. Keep him away from guns." Dad drives off without saying anything to me. Prom. Take date. Her friends warn her about me, saying I'm OCD Tourette's psycho. Apparently my looks outweigh the apparent craziness. She tells me, "Oh, it's fine, Anon. I'm kinda OCD too. Lol." Go to pick her up. Nervous, but not too bad tonight. She gets in car. We get to talking. She mentions something about everyone saying I'm Tourette's or something. Say, "Oh, no, just kinda OCD. Nervous as fuck. Compulsion to accelerate rapidly, literally going 80 miles per hour down suburban streets. She is screaming, but I won't listen. Compulsion lets up a few minutes later. Damage is done. She's freaking the fuck out. She literally half jumps out from the car at the red light. Tell her if she wants ride home. "No, you're crazy, asshole. I'm calling my dad to come get me here." "Okay." Drive slowly home. Get out of prom clothes. Play Xbox till 2 a.m. contemplating life.